Hi guys, and welcome to Tailored Talk. So guys, I got another laptop because the one that I had was so basic, and it's not the smaller one that I have is not really one for video recording or saving files, saving downloads. It's just a small basic computer. It's not really one for video editing. So I had to get a bigger laptop with more space on it. Plus, on the computer that I was on, I realized that I'm recording YouTube videos, but it's not saving the audio. So I'm recording these videos thinking I'm saving the whole video. And I talk a lot, so my videos are like half an hour. And then like by the 10-minute, 15-minute mark, I find that there's no audio from like 10 minutes onwards. So I'm just gonna see how this new laptop works out. I got a new mic as well, see how this new mic works out, and hopefully this will record the whole video instead of just like 10 minutes. Okay guys, so this is from Daria Kropop, and I've never seen her before. This came up in my recommended. This is called Fat and Fed Up, the truth about being fat. If you like what you see, if you like Daria, subscribe. She's at 1.42k subs. Okay, so let's see what she's got to say about being plus sized.
Unpopular opinion in the body positivity community. It's not only because fat phobia. Well, a little bit, but mostly it sucks physically. Yes, you can be fat and be happy, but you cannot be comfortable because being fat is so uncomfortable.
Is that true? Can you be physically and mentally comfortable being overweight, being fat?
Clothes don't fit properly. You get out of breath while walking. You just know you take up more space and you become very self-conscious. Public transport, planes and stuff like that. I fit in one seat and I don't need extender, but I already feel uncomfortable and I'm worried that someone's gonna feel like
Would Foodie Beauty ever admit that?
Uncomfortable sitting next to me. Some of us are afraid they're gonna break the furniture. How crazy is that? Especially those like plastic chairs. Think about all that. How can you say that being fat is okay? Like, it is okay. No one should be shamed for that. But like, it's so uncomfortable. Let's not be delusional. It sucks. It also sucks mentally. You're so big that you're becoming invisible. Ironic, right?
The thing is, Daria is not even that big. I mean, I'm judging her against Foodie Beauty and Amber Lynn, so she's not even that big to me.
People, and especially men, just don't look at you. They pretend you don't exist. They don't make eye contact. I'm just walking down the street and it literally feels like I'm wearing invisibility clothes. If I walk on the street and look at a man, just randomly, without any agenda, they immediately turn their head away.
I find that hard to believe because I think she's pretty, guys. There's nothing wrong with Daria's face. She's very pretty. Conventionally like attractive. Blue-eyed, blonde, she's what you would call conventionally attractive. So I find that hard to believe, right?
Just so I don't think that they fancy me. And the thin friend will never understand. They'd be like, oh, just smile at people, just smile at men on the street. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna put myself through.
But you don't want to do that too often because, like, you don't want to come across as creepy. But she's really pretty in my opinion.
That. And same with dating. They'd be just like, you just need to put yourself out there. You just need to go and date people. Like, God, it's not that easy. I'm not saying that no one can be attracted to me, but it's so much harder to put yourself out there and the possibility of rejection is way higher. Don't live in the same world. And yes, I am.
But she must get approached, right? She must absolutely get approached.
Definitely looking forward to going out with you and pretend I'm not hurt when the guys talk to you and then just ignore me. I think the worst part of all, it's all the judgment. Like, I'll give you an example. Have you seen all those mukbang I hope I'm saying that right, videos when people are just like eating large amount of foods in front of
Yes, Foodie Beauty, Berlin, Hungry Fat Chick, but I think Hungry Fat Chick has stopped for a while.
the camera. It's usually skinny people, and no, like people don't say much. And when I see on TikTok videos of like skinny girls just like destroying a burger, so many comments from men. Oh, wife material, perfect, that's amazing. I love a girl with appetite. But then a fat person just existing and eating something even healthy. I've seen the videos of this girl. She does what I eat in a day, and she's extremely healthy, and she's eating with
Yeah, I love watching what I eat in a day.
her calorie deficit, which obviously for a bigger person is bigger than from someone that's already thin. And she was eating just chicken, potatoes, and some veg. And the comments, oh my god, it was honestly crazy. And she's so brave for showing that. I don't know where she is now because she's not coming up on my For You page anymore, but you go, girl. And like honestly, she was eating chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. And people were saying, how can you eat so much? You should cut off potatoes. You should not be eating any carbs. This is too much to lose weight. You should be eating only
I mean, you can't live off absolutely no carbs. That's ridiculous.
1,000 calories. What the fuck? And of course, they just assume because you are fat, you eat so much and you're just so lazy. Trust me, I'm probably going to gym more than any of you. I remember I was going to this circuit class on Saturdays, and I was
It's great that you're going to the gym. It's great that you're doing circuit class.
going week by week.
Because
and
those classes can be super hard.
I was actually doing quite okay. It's a very tough workout, and I was the only fat person there. And the trainer changed, and the new guy
Well, yeah, plus size.
came in, and he was singling me out every time we were doing something. It's like, good job, yes, you can do it.
Oh, right, like positive singling out. I thought it was going to be negative. I was like, oh my God, you need to change trainers. But like positive reinforcement, that sounds good.
can do it. It made me feel like shit. I know he was
Oh,
coming from the right place, but dude, don't act like you're surprised I'm fat and I can do it. I don't need that. Same
she's not even that big. She's not even that big.
with medical attention. I've heard so many horrible stories of people being misdiagnosed or not even diagnosed at all
Or denied treatment. Absolutely.
because they're fat. Doctors just dismiss the symptoms and put everything on their weight. I have one story that literally boiled my blood. I went to renew my contraception prescription last year, and the nurse, it was appalling. She asked me if I knew how much I weighed, and I said yes, because I went to the gym like 2 days ago and I was weighed by my personal trainer, so I told her the weight. And she asked me still to go on a scale because she didn't believe me. I was just shocked I did that, and then she started talking to me about I need to lose weight, and I said, I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think she knows that? She's already been to the gym.
Thank you. I am on a diet right now. I go to the gym. I'm on the meal plan. Everything is
I don't know about you guys, but to me, Daria looks fine. Maybe that's because I've spent so much time in Girl World watching these super morbidly obese women. Daria looks fine to me.
fine.
Like Foodie and Amber have probably warped my brain a bit, but Daria looks fine.
Losing weight. And then she said, oh, what do you do? So I told her that I'm eating around like 2,200 calories. Yes, that's my deficit. And that I'm going to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week, and I work with personal trainer.
That sounds amazing.
And she just looked at me, and she asked me, no, and she then asked me like, what would I eat for like typical breakfast? And then I said, I eat like avocado toast, or I would eat some eggs in a toast or a porridge. And she just looked at me like I just told her that I'm eating McDonald's for every meal. She was like, you know, in order to lose weight, you need to stop eating carbs. I wanted to kill her. She had no idea what she was talking about. She has no qualification to say that. And I reported her to my GP, and I said that this was disgusting. I'm strong, and I know I have all this knowledge, and I've been doing this for years. And now I'm working with a PT, I'm in therapy, and it didn't destroy me. But some other person can go there and can receive this advice and can develop eating disorder. This is just insane. And let me tell you, I'm reluctant to go back. People can be then discouraged to go to the doctors.
I'm actually surprised but glad that Daria reported her.
go to see a nurse, to go to emergency room, because they're afraid they're going to be dismissed or going to be treated like that. So then they don't seek help, and that's just terrifying. Did you also know that things like this can happen in workplace? Because fat people are perceived as lazy, they're less likely to be hired when it's them against someone that's thin. Same with promotions. So when all of this is so bad,
Yeah, I can believe that.
you might ask yourself, why are you fat then? It's horrible, just change it. In one of the Facebook groups I'm in, this girl wrote that she doesn't understand the society anymore because people are so sensitive, you cannot say anything. And she said that there was this post of a girl that she's getting married very soon and she feels uncomfortable in her body. Her maid of honor is very skinny and she's fat, and she feels like people will be looking at the maid of honor instead of her, even though she's the bride. And she was asking for some advice, like what to do with kind of like underwear buy and stuff like that. And this girl said that she needs to lose weight. And
That's not the greatest response.
she was banned from this group and she doesn't understand why. And she's trying to be helpful. And a lot of people try to explain to her what she's done, but she still didn't understand. We know that we are fat, and we know that in order to not be fat, you need to lose weight.
Yeah, I mean, you're not stupid. You know what I mean? I mean, to me, Daria looks fine. But anyway, like,
Blow
just
away.
because you're overweight or you're obese or you're super morbidly obese, it doesn't make you a stupid person.
It's not like I'm going through my life just, being happy and, all is good. And then someone's like, oh, you're fat. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I did. Really? That it's a brand new information. Thank you so much. And you don't know, maybe this girl already lost like 50 pounds and she's still on a journey and she's
That's so true.
still doing whatever she can. And that a comment might have hurt her so much. You don't know that. So my best advice is to shut up and don't comment on people's appearance. And trust me, every fat person tried dieting at least a couple of times. It's a disease. Yeah, disease. Google it. No one is fat because they're lazy. There's always something more. It's either
Exactly. And something that Anne Boleyn and Foodie really need to uncover with therapy. Oh, sorry, unpack. Keyword unpack. With therapy.
physical or mental. There are eating disorders like binge eating. I've struggled with that for years. Binge eating and emotional eating, it's horrible. And it's not that easy to treat. Like, I've been in therapy for years and we use food as a tool to deal with very hard emotions. So when I was a kid, a family member was very mean to me and was bullying me, and I used food as coping mechanism. I was locking myself in my room and eating, and then I was feeling very bad about myself, so I was eating more to kind of numb that feeling, and that's how I gained weight. It's not because I'm lazy, it's not because I normally overeat. I eat quite healthy. I love vegetables, I love green juices, I love green smoothies, I love salads. I don't have problem with healthy eating. It's just those days when I
I'll look this up. Is Daria Dutch?
feel emotional. So it is a
She sounds European.
vicious circle. You eat to numb the pain and the bad stuff, but then it makes you feel even worse afterwards. So you eat again to silence that voice. It's just horrible. And a few weeks
What a fantastic way of explaining that.
ago in therapy, I had epiphany. I will never break this cycle if I won't stop being my own bully. I never looked at it that way for some reason. I'm very self-aware, but it never occurred to me that the fact that I hate myself so much keeps me in that position. I preach.
Guys, do you think that Amber and Foodie hate themselves or love themselves? Do you think it's a mixture of both? That's a great question for them. Because they do have egos, but under all that ego, do they really hate themselves?
Self-love here, and I am talking about the techniques and stuff, but it's really hard because when you see that in the mirror and the world hates you for who you are, it's hard not to
I find it hard to believe that anybody could hate Daria. She's really pretty. I'm actually quite shocked
hate yourself.
at the way she's describing being treated here.
And when I
I'm
realized
not saying that it's not true. I'm just shocked that it's happening.
that the only way to change it is radical self-love, I did change. I am binge free for like a month now. In that time, I went to London, I went on road trip, and usually I would use those opportunities to like, you know, eat more, feeling like, oh, I'm on holiday, so I can let go and I can binge. But I didn't do that. I was very stressed at work and I didn't do that. Now every day I list the things that I'm grateful for, and
That's a good idea. Is that what her therapist recommended?
I'm more kind to myself. It does work, and I really do want to lose the weight. There's not a fat person who really wants to be fat. They can lie to themselves and they can even say that online, but they don't want
Is that true?
that. It is uncomfortable, and
Are there fat people, overweight and super morbidly obese people that are completely comfortable and are happy and feel healthy and are happy with and are truly happy with the way their body is? I do think there are some morbidly obese and some big people out there that are truly happy because they're happy with their bodies. That's my opinion.
that's the truth. It's very uncomfortable to be in a fat body. You should love yourself at every size, but you should also strive to change. And I'm doing this now. Today's Sunday and I'm having a weigh-in tomorrow after 3 weeks.
Very interesting conversation.
And I've been doing so good. I was in a calorie deficit. I was going to the gym 4 times a week. My goal is to be in calorie deficit and eat high protein, veg and fruit and stuff like that, but also to eat what I like. So, for example, I've had pizza for dinner yesterday, and that's okay. This channel is not strictly weight loss channel, but I think I want to document it. I think I want to share it with the world. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see that? If you're in the same position as me, let me know down in the comments and let me know if you agree with what I've just said. So if you want to learn more about positive self-talk, you need to watch this video.
Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. I agree with parts of what she said. To me, she doesn't look fat. To me, she doesn't look fat at all. Maybe she's a little overweight. She doesn't look fat at all. But then again, I can only see her headshot. But she looks fine to me. But you know, of course, you know how she feels is how she feels, and I wonder what her friends look like, you know, and how she compares herself to them. But Daria looks fine to me. She's very pretty. She looks fine to me. I think she brings up really interesting conversations about feeling comfortable within your body. But on the other hand, I'm sure there are overweight people that do feel comfortable within their body, like I've said, morbidly obese and bigger people that feel content within their bodies. So it's a very, very interesting conversation to have. Okay, guys, so that's the end of the video. Something that I don't usually do, but it popped up in my recommendations. If you liked what you heard and saw, this is Daria Kropop. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to her. Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening.